I'm surprised Howard hasn't shown up yet. Maybe he just didn't know today was a stream and is sleeping. Maybe he's just sleeping. Well, no matter the case, we shall continue on with a sticky pocket watch. Okay. I hope it's not Swiss. we will never sell a sticky pocket watch. It will be high quality, smooth. No friction, as Cody Cole would say, frictionless. Euclid. Special containment procedures. The current colony of -1 is to be contained in Biodome-C-7 at biosite 66. A researcher who is familiar with beekeeping. Oh, it's sticky because because there's honey on it. Using the Langstroth hive method must always be present at biosite 66 and must personally conduct weekly maintenance checks of -1, as well as oversee the bi-weekly harvesting of -B. -B is to be harvested by 2 D-class wearing full protective clothing and stored in airtight drums in refrigerated storage area C. Contact with -A must be strictly avoided except for during reproduction events, which must take place every 14 days using any of the on-site D-class. It may be necessary to fully restrain the subject for this. However, it is vital to not use any form of sedatives or otherwise calming drugs on them, as this interferes with the reproduction event. The colony of -1 is to be maintained at its current number of 45,000 with an acceptable variance of 2,500. SCP-1912 is to remain where it is in the center of the Biodome-C-7 and is not to be removed bearing a Class A evacuation event. Description: SCP-1912 is a pocket watch dating from the years 18 to 18. It is theorized that the watch likely took at least 15 years to complete. The watch is identical in style to those of. However, several components suggest that it was completed up to 5 years after his alleged death. There have been several minor modifications to the watch. SCP-1912 was discovered in the home of a prominent member of Redacted, a small yet extremely militant environmentalist cult. Had converted his basement into a workshop and is presumed to have died of malnutrition shortly after making the modification to SCP-1912. Through unknown means, SCP-1912 constantly secretes a clear fluid at a varying rate, hereby referred to as -A. The fluid is identical in every way to nectar except for its primary anomalous effect. Due to the extremely complex nature of SCP-1912, requests to dismantle it and examine the mechanism have been denied. Gotcha, okay. When -A comes into contact with human skin, a blister is formed over the course of the next 2 to 6 hours. The blister varies in size relation to the amount of -A that contacts the skin, with a lower limit of 5 milliliter producing a very small blister and an upper limit of 1,500 milliliter capable of producing full body blisters. Over the course of the next 24 to 72 hours, the blister both spread along the skin and grows outwards in size. The experience causes no pain, however, subjects have reported feeling of intense discomfort and nausea, as well as movement and buzzing from within the blister. Oh no. Oh no. Are the bees inside the blister? After a period of 72 to 96 hours, the blister will begin to cause the subject extreme discomfort, itchiness, and pain. Invariably, the infected subject will scratch the blister regardless of instruction. It is thought this effect is purely physical. Due to the weakening of the affected area, only a small amount of scratching is needed in order to pierce the skin and burst the blister. Ugh. Ugh. And imagine like just an accidental, just scratching your arm against the table, just like this, just like that. The next thing you just burst open. Ugh. Once this has occurred, a number of honeybees, Apis mellifera, hereby referred to as -1, will be released from the blister. The emerged instances of -1 will be in an extremely compressed ball, however, they will sustain no injuries during the event. The ball of -1 will rapidly separate, and depending on the size of the blister may be composed of anywhere from 30 to 1,000 worker bees. No other kind of bee has ever been observed, presumably due to the nature of -A rendering the need for a queen and drone bees obsolete. Yeah, it makes kind of sense. Like, you don't need a queen if, like, your body's the queen. You are the queen. And yeah, drone, again, not needed, because like, it's not like they have to move. Once they've grown your body, that's it. The reproduction event causes surprisingly little physical harm to the subject, but may cause emotional trauma. Therefore, subjects are to be given Class C amnestics after treatment for any minor injury sustained. If a reproductive event does not occur at least once every 14 days, then -1 will begin to modify the behavior. As opposed to harvesting -A, -1 instances will instead coat the legs in -A and seek to land on humans. A single instance of -1 is not enough to cause a blister itself. However, a swarm of -1 has proven to be more than sufficient. Yeah, instances of -1 will so it's trying to say, like, if you're lucky enough, it might just, like, if it's just one bee, it's not going to cause a blister if you're lucky enough. Instance of -1 will instinctively seek out SB1912 and seemingly have no range limits on being able to sense it. Even if the reproduction event occurs at a distance where they will die before reaching SB1912, instances of -1 will still invariably fly in that direction. It is theorized that instances of -1 are incapable of harvesting nectar in the way typically expected of honeybees. If allowed in the presence of SB1912, instances of -1 will begin harvesting -A. The rate of -A secretion appears to directly correlate with the size of the -1 colony, increasing or decreasing the amount secreted to match -1 numbers. The honey produced by -1, hereby referred to as -B, has no anomalous chemistry in its makeup and produces no anomalous effect. Well, that's at least good. You can eat the honey. You can have the honey, but at what cost? Under what cost will you be able to enjoy the honey? Ah, man. Ugh. The idea of just a swarm of bees, a swarm ball of bees just popping out of your skin. Ay, ay, ay. Jesus Christ. That is hard. That is. And especially if you're afraid of bees, or if you're what if you're allergic to bees? Just being, I mean, like, you're allergic to bee sting, but there's a bee if there's bees inside you, there's a higher chance it might sting you because like you panic and you're like, oh fuck, there's so many bees, and then you swap at them. You're just like, oh fuck me, and then the bees are like, oh yeah. 12 bees of them sting you. 12 bees sting you, and you're like. That would suck. It would be scary. It would suck and be scary.